Suddenly crave for dessert. Should I order it? Wait, and I just have my lunch? It's a big bowl of noodle. Why am I still craving for dessert? You know the feeling. You finish a full meal and are like, I'm never eating again, but then out comes a beautiful piece of cake, and well, you start to take in. So, well, we always seem to have room for dessert. Today, I will let you know the reason about it. Catch up this segment with me, DJ Emily, sponsored by Sitting Studio only in UniUtama FM. Inspirations begins here. Hi everyone, DJ Emily here, and you are now watching segment Why You Always Have Room for Dessert in UniUtama FM. Inspirations begin here. This segment is sponsored by Sitting Studio. Sitting Studio is an online dessert shop that offers varieties of desserts to fill up your dessert stomach. Go to Shooting Studio Instagram to find out more. Okay, so let's start our topic today. It happened to all of us, right? Dinner is over and you are starved. But then someone bring out a cake and ice cream, and while a moment ago you think that you couldn't have eaten another bite anymore, but yeah, eventually you always have room for dessert. And there is a specific reason why. The things that gives you room for dessert is called sensory specific satiety, and it is an example of habituation. Whenever you encounter some stimulus over and over again, your response to it will go down. It's just like when you hear a good news song on radio for the first time and you love it, but then after a few months of hearing it, you will just completely over it. And our brain react the same to food. At first, a new food is really rewarding, but eventually your brain will just get tired of it. And neuroscientists have also watched that happen in real life. In a 2001 study published in the journal Brain, experimenters gave 9 subjects of chocolates and scanned their brain while they are eating it. After every piece, the subjects rated how much they enjoyed the chocolate and how much they wanted for another. Even though they are eating the same kind of chocolate each time, both of these ratings kept going down with every passing piece. Not only that, their brain's activity also changed, especially in the campitofrontal cortex, which is responsible to process our sensory and emotional information. And in one spot, there was less activity over time, which means that it was reacting to how rewarding the chocolate were. But in another spot, there was more activity, where it can explain as a sign of an increased sense of revulsion or punishment to chocolate. Why? Because they just had enough. Not only that, there are numbers of studies have shown the similar result. When people fill up on one thing, even if it's something you really like, but you still begin to feel repulsed by it. But even if they can't stomach any more of that one thing, their brain don't have the same reaction to other foods. So, when it comes to finding more rooms for our dessert, something similar seems to be going on. Let's have an example. If you already have a well-balanced meal, which included vegetable, protein, and carbs, so your body had enough of that. But dessert is different, right? It doesn't have a lot of those things, and it usually has a lot more sugar. And your brain is not tired of that yet. So suddenly, you are not full as you thought. Okay, so before we continue to talk about this topic, let's take a short break.
Hello.
Hi Monica, Emily here.
Oh, hi, Emily. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine too. It's good to hear that you are fine. Anything I can help you?
Nah, I was just checking up on you. Since the cases of COVID-19 in your housing area is increasing lately,
Oh, no worries. If I got any symptoms occur like fever, cough, shortness of breath, fatigue, or headache, I will seek for medical attention.
not only this symptom, you should aware if you have muscle or body aches, new loss of taste and smell, sore throat, vomit, and also diarrhea.
Wow, there are so many symptoms that I should aware of.
Yale, just take care of yourself and your family, okay?
Sure, I will. Thank you for your concern, Emily.
Anytime, Monica. Hey, sorry, I've got to hang up. My mom is calling me.
Alright, talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye. Suddenly crave for dessert. Should I order it? Wait, and I just have my lunch? It's a big bowl of noodle. Why am I still craving for dessert? You know the feeling. You finish a full meal and are like, I'm never eating again, but then out comes a beautiful piece of cake, and well, you start to dig in. So, well, we always seem to have room for dessert. Today, I will let you know the reason about it. Catch up this segment with me, DJ Emily, sponsored by Sitting Studio only in UniUtama FM. Inspirations begins here. Welcome back. So you already know one of the reasons why we always have room for dessert. But there's another factor as well. Dessert just doesn't fill you up the same way as other food. Typically, you will know you're hungry because your stomach actually releases a hormone called ghrelin, which will alert the brain that you need food. Then as you eat, the amount of ghrelin in your blood will go down, and you'll start to feel less hungry. But the change of ghrelin depends on what you have eaten. Complex carb and protein will cause a significant drop, but sugar will barely change your ghrelin level. Eating just simple sugars only has little effect on your appetite. It's just like drinking water. And you all know, most of the desserts are basically sugar. So not only is your brain not tired of it, but as you eat, dessert just doesn't fill you up as much. One extra knowledge from that, your body actually have other ways of informing you that you're full. For example, like using special receptor to sense how stretched or contracted your stomach is, so that you will feel full. But if you still feel betrayed by your brain for allowing you to eat more dessert than you expected, then you can think about it this way. You can also use all of this to your advantage. Do not understand? Let me give you an example. For example, sensory-specific satiety does help you easier to squeeze in dessert, but you can also take advantage from it by squeezing in other food into your diet. Maybe you brought something healthy for snack, like almonds, but now you are tired of it, and the junk food is calling for you. Well, if you have a variety of healthy snacks, you will have a better chance of actually wanting to eat them. So you know what? When it is time for dessert and you are trying to keep fit, you can try to avoid eating sugars on their own. Like you could have ice cream with a lot of fruit on top, or add oats to your cookie, and it may help you to feel fuller for longer. And most importantly, knowing how it works really helps you trick yourself to eating a little better and healthier. So that's all for today's segment. Thank you for listening. See ya! Suddenly crave for dessert. Should I order it? Wait, and I just have my lunch? It's a big bowl of noodle. Why am I still craving for dessert? You know the feeling. You finish a full meal and are like, I'm never eating again, but then out comes a beautiful piece of cake, and well, you start to dig in. So, well, we always seem to have room for dessert. Today, I will let you know the reason about it. Catch up this segment with me, DJ Emily, sponsored by Sitting Studio only in UniUtama FM. Inspirations begins here.